speaking of the Miami Dolphins, man, I think it's a beautiful time to bring in today's guest, the one and only, the homie, the man that's been in the chat, and he has been with us for the longest, rocking with us every week, man. Round of
He in the
applause,
chat,
man.
man. Let's go.
Round of applause, man. We got True Mother effing Blazer in the
TruBlazer.
motherfucking welcome,
Let's
man.
go, man. Let's go.
True
Let's
Blazer,
go,
man.
man.
It is an absolute pleasure to have you with us, man. I'm so excited, man. Go
Listen,
ahead. The floor is yours, brother.
it's an honor, it's a pleasure. When you were like, "Hey, come on," I'm like, "Me?" I'm like, "Sure." Like, I just enjoy
Let's
what you
go.
guys do. It's great, just conversation with two brothers. You know what I'm saying? Good, two long time standing friends who just chopping it, and that speaks to me and how I chop it with my dudes. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Yo, hell yeah, I'll come on and chop it with you guys. Y'all got something really good here, and if I could just chop it with you. That's the good thing about being a Dolphin fan, I guess, is it introduced me to a lot of people. I know I've met a lot of people just being a Dolphin fan. So, I mean, that's cool, and I appreciate it.
No, absolutely. And again, like I said, it's an honor to have you on because you are a reflection of what we got going on, right? Like you
Thank you.
wouldn't come on if one, the content wasn't good, and two, you wasn't actually enjoying it. You feel me? Because
Word.
like I say, I tell people all the time, this is a community. Like I mean that. I want this to grow. I want everybody to be a part of this. I got the homies in the chat. We got your family that's watching us right now. This is the building blocks of something greater and something that's going to be amazing. So, yeah, man, this is rejuvenated, and I'm gonna be completely frank and candor. Listen, this was a long year. Me and Rod have been having conversations behind the scenes. It's long. It's just me and Rod. We do everything.
Right.
We do all the videos. We do all the editing. It's draining, but this today, I feel rejuvenated. Having you on is
Oh,
rejuvenated.
well,
Like
I
I
appreciate that.
have
Big
so
facts.
much
Big
energy.
facts. Big facts.
Yo,
Now,
that's what's
Big
up, man.
facts,
I
though.
appreciate that.
Oh, Herb, your mic cut out, I think. Or you know, I don't hear you. Yeah, his mic.
Yep.
Herbo.
y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, I'm going to get it right. It's just going to be my earphones, so the quality's going to be down for a little bit. But Rod, while y'all go ahead and chop it while I work on this on my end, bro.
Yeah, no
So,
doubt.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
True Blazer, man. When did you become a Dolphin fan? Take us through your journey. You
Uh,
dolphined out, my boy.
yo, I mean,
You dolphined
I told
out.
you it's the chick I can't break up with, man. I've been dating her since '82. AFC Championship. I was a kid, 8, 9 year old kid, and I had never seen football. It was the first time, and I was like, "Yo, this is cool." I felt the energy of the Orange Bowl, the air horns, the toilet paper streamers, the mud, and AJ Dewey. Shout out to AJ Dewey. He's very important in why I became a Dolphin fan and the game he had. And they go to the Super Bowl and they played the Redskins. And I'm like, yo, this team. And then as a kid, I start go to the library. Ain't no internet then, right? So I'm at the library just researching them and understanding. Oh, they had the only undefeated. They got Shula. They got a lot of good history. That's my team. And then Marino comes in, 83, 84 was crazy. And the rest is history. I'm hooked on them. And now I'm 50 and look, it's the kid in me still. But like I said, I've met a lot of great people over the years. Shout out to Dolphin NYC that I'm always at. I met a lot of great people there, and unfortunately, it's been a while. Don't make me go down the timeline of again. I don't want to be the Debbie Downer on here, but I just call it how I see it. You know what I mean? But you know, uh, yeah, 42 years of being a Dolphin fan, and it introduced me
Nothing
to
but
you
pain,
guys.
my brother. Nothing
I
Nothing
but
but
mean,
pain.
pain,
yeah,
man. Nothing but
yeah,
pain.
the
Nothing but
past
pain.
25 years have been pain. You know what I mean? I remember when they were
Yeah.
11, 12 win team, but I had hair then. You know what I mean? So it's but it's all good.
Oh shit.
Football is fun, sports is fun, and it brings people together. At least me and my peoples, and we have fun. I got family in Bill's Mafia. Shout out to BB, Tony, and Isaac, all them people. So I mean, yeah, it's definitely a cool thing, and I enjoy listening to you guys. So being a Dolphin fan, I enjoy hearing the other content to see, am I seeing things different? And sometimes it's like, nah. And then sometimes it's like, all right, you got your Homer glasses on, but I don't, everybody can fan how they want. You know what I mean? So I respect that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
No,
So,
big facts, big facts, big facts.
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
All
that's
right,
what's
so
up.
on my end, this is a sad, sad day, man. I think my roadcaster just gave out on me, bro. So I am AirPods for the rest of the side. Let's rest in peace for the roadcaster. Rest in peace
Rest
for the
in
audio
peace,
interface,
Roadcaster.
man. Oh
Rest in
my
peace,
god, man.
man.
It's just
Oh.
dead, bro. It's just dead, bro. So the audio quality
Hey,
is not
man,
gonna
did you
be
do
as good,
CPR?
unfortunately.
Do CPR,
I
Herbie.
damn,
Revive that
damn.
motherfucker. Put your lips on that
And
nigga, man.
I'm
Oh,
Lips.
sick.
man.
That thing is not cheap. I'm
Oh.
real sick right now, man. I really need to go holler at my cousin Sam Darnold now, for real, man. Sam, where you at, man? Let me hold some money, Sam. Please, brother.
Uh,
Please, man. Please, brother. All right, man. First thing first, we got to show love to Cap, man. Cap is in the building, man.
Cap.
Cap is in the building, man. Big shout out to Cap, man. All right. All right, so let's go ahead. We got the chat full. The people are ready to talk some free agency moves, and let's get into it, man. So, let's go ahead and dissect the AFC East. And I want to say, hold on, because I have it up right here, and we can talk about the AFC East right now. Share this tab instead. So, you guys are Dolphin fans. This is a Dolphins podcast. Now, this ain't just all Dolphin stuff. We got Packer fans in here. We got the Chiefs fan here. We got multiple Dolphin fans here. Obviously, we got some NFC East, myself, the whole fandom. But we're going to
Oh, we have a Jets
prioritize.
fan here right now, too. We have
Oh,
a
no.
Jets fan here
What?
right now. We've been
What?
infiltrated. We've been infiltrated, Herbie. What's going on? What's
Yo,
going
what?
on, man?
What are we doing?
Shout out to you, Daniel. Much love, though, man. Much love.
Daniel, we
Much
got
love.
we got
Much
all
love.
the
Much
fans
love.
up here, man. So
Much love. Much
starting with
love.
the AFC East, man. How do you guys feel about your 2025 free agency so far, right? And I'm gonna start with you, Rod. Start with the Miami Dolphins. Um, right now your marquee guy is Zach Wilson. That's nasty work, bro. So
Nasty.
what? Take me through it. How do you feel? I know you guys, you had to do some restructuring. You feel me? It's still up in the air where you're going to resign Javon Holland. It's most likely not going to be the case. How do y'all feel about the Dolphins so far? About what y'all got going on right now?
Listen, Herb, I'll tell you this much, right? When it comes to the Dolphins, Herbie, I know it's the free agency is just beginning, so you don't want to look at just one day and just be upset about how your team is moving. And to be 100% honest with you, bro, the Dolphins in the past have been the superstars of the offseason, and every single time it has gotten us nowhere. So as of right now, Herbie, I don't really feel any type of way so far. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I will say, Herbie. I watch a team like the Chicago Bears, who this offseason, Herbie, they have actually put in the work in order to make sure that their young quarterback, because listen, no matter how you feel about Caleb Williams, about how Caleb Williams performed last year, the one thing that we know is that he has talent and his offensive line was dreadful, right? They have gone out, they got Drew Dalman, they got Joe Tooney, they got Jonah Jackson. Like they have actually shown the effort, Herbie, to address one of their biggest issues. They even picked up a retread from our team, Durham Smythe. Like he's a blocking tight end. He's not even a tight end that you depend on to get pass catches and make plays. So the Chicago Bears, Herbie, if I were to say something about them, I would say they understood the assignment. The Chicago Bears saw where they were weak. Ben Johnson is their new head coach, and he's not waiting until year 4 to seriously address the issue. So obviously, the Dolphins haven't made any real moves so far. We still have the rest of free agency to go. We have our backup signed. Whoop de fucking do. Yay, Zach Wilson, the backup. Like maybe Tua gets hurt again and Mike McDaniel can quote unquote unlock Zach Wilson. Every coach in the league thinks they could take a bad play. Every coach in the league thinks they're Kevin O'Connell. Every coach in the league thinks they could take a bad quarterback and turn him into a star. So maybe that's the Miami Dolphins thinking. At the end of the day, Tua does need a backup, and he needs someone who can throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Herbie, if you're a Dolphin fan, you have to prepare. You have to prepare for the chance that you're gonna see Zach Wilson in the Dolphin uniform, Herbie.
Man,
You know what I'm
nasty.
saying?
First things first. We back. We didn't die. We didn't die. We back, baby. We back. Yeah. CPR does work. CPR does work. Yeah. Listen, I didn't have the 600 to replace this, guys. I'm sorry. I needed this one. We had to do some work behind the scenes. Okay. TruBlazer, my man Milton, man. How do you feel about what the Dolphins have done so far? Rod got his spill. Let's get your perspective, sir.
Zach Wilson. I mean, okay. But what was really there? I mean, I'm not co-signing that. But what was the other options? I think if they'd have signed anybody else, I'd still feel the same way. You know, I think their problems are way bigger than that. They got a lot of holes to fill. They need interior.
Talk about it. Talk about it. Go for it. Go for it.
Interior defensive linemen. They need safety help. They need a corner to go aside of Ramsey. I mean, I know they got 10 picks in the draft, but what they do in free agent is going to dictate what they do in the draft. And I mean, do they go out and the guy from Washington, Allen, right? They go after somebody like that. I mean, I don't.
And not to cut you off,
No,
True. It just needs to be clarified again. Coming into today, right? And again, y'all, you could do some magician shit and all kind of math shit, but coming into today, the Dolphins had $6 million at the cap, right? Like y'all gave it all to Zach Wilson. I'm sorry, Ronnie. I'm not even trying to be funny. Y'all gave all the cap space y'all had to Zach Wilson. That is hilarious. That's funny.
I can't even argue that. It's like it is funny.
That is funny.
The joke like himself sometimes. I mean,
yeah, that's crazy. But again, the larger point is you guys were limited. And again, there's spectrums and there's the haves and the have-nots. Today, you were clearly the have-nots. There's such a juxtaposition. There's such a clear difference of wealth separation. Again, the New England Patriots came into today with $118 million. The Miami Dolphins in the same division came in today with $6 million. And all of these are a culmination of when you need the money, how you have the money, and timing, right? There's going to be times where the Patriots don't have money and the Dolphins do. That was a couple seasons ago. I remember when you guys got Bradley Chubb and when you guys got a whole bunch of guys in free agency. The timing was there for you guys to do that. Now, all those picks and all those signings, some work, some don't. But it's about timing. It's just this year was a woof. And the reason why you have $6 million is because you guys were in a window to win a championship. And when you don't, you end up like this. So
one of you, someone a week or two on the show mentioned that we were a team that was in a bad position as far as high-priced older players, and
injury prone.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And when they fired Flo and went to Mike, they switched their philosophy from building young to F the picks. They just started handing out picks. Yo, Chubb, you got boom. Tyreek, boom. And we're going to tamper. Here, take that pick too. Like, picks were just flying out the board. And it's like they switched philosophy. In my opinion, it's like, okay, wait a minute. You guys haven't won anything or done anything to actually flip to F the picks. And fast forward to now, and then they decided to pay a lot of these players last year, like whether it was Tyreek, Ramsey. Some of those people didn't need an extension and a pay raise. Well, now it's kind of hurting them now. When you start to have to restructure and it hurts you now because you're searching the cushions for money, you know, and you end up with a Wilson or dumping $6 million or whatever you have into him.
Shameful, Herbie. Shameful, Herbie. You know what the Dolphins did, Herbie?
To guess, man.
Herbie. Let me tell you something, Herbie. This is what's
Talk to me, Ron, man. Talk to me, man. And I want everybody to see. I'm sorry to cut you off. This is it right here, baby. This is it right here. Miami Dolphins, $6.1 million, guys. This is not y'all free agency, man. This is not y'all free agency. But go ahead, Rob. What were you about to say?
Nah, man. I was just gonna say what the Dolphins did is just like they were just like, you know what, man? We have our last we have our last $100 and we just gonna put all that shit on the ticket, man. we got $100 for the week to stretch out, but fuck it, we just gonna put $100 on the worst single play you'll ever make. That's what the Dolphins did, man.
Oh man! As
terrible,
somebody who's notorious on the Hard Rock app, I felt that in my spirit, man. I done lost a lot. My last 100 betting on a lot of times the Dolphins too. So that is not just a metaphor. That is a literal sense of the word. Spending your last 100. I've done it on the Dolphins. I did it. Chris Grier did it, bro. To wildly unsuccessful situations, bro. So I'm gonna ask the question to both of you guys. Are y'all and this is an impossible question to ask, but are y'all punting on this season? How do you, are y'all going into this just all right? 1, 2, 3 hype punt. Like how are y'all approaching this season, man? Starting with your Drew. Let me get Drew in.
So you mean as do I think the team or me?
The team is gonna try.
I've been called a Debbie Downer, not a true fan. I'm true. I keep it honest. Like, I think 2023 was their season to do anything. 2024, they let a lot of the Dolphins are known for letting their talent walk and paying free agent money. That's just what they do. And 2023, after that, they let Wilkins, Van Ginkel. Like, come on, man. Now we can use the pass rush. Now they talking about Joey Bosa. I'm like, I'm all right. Another hurt guy. Perfect how Grier likes him. So for me now, it's kind of like, I don't really have much optimism towards this season. I'm going to just be honest. It's the truth. I mean, look at where our cap was. We got a quarterback who's constantly, he's played one full season. Our coach hasn't learned time management yet. I'm tired of hearing you're from Yale. Like, he must have been late to class. He's bad with time. I mean, Grier, I don't know how he still has a job, but I'm not calling for any.
He's a professional survivor. He's a survivor,
he knows
man.
where the bodies are.
Yeah, he knows where the bodies are.
He knows the secrets. Bro.
He knows where all the bodies are. Yeah,
but
for sure.
The Bills are still they got the MVP. Let's just keep it a buck, right? He's, all right. The Jets are rebuilding, and shout out to the Pats, yo. The Pats had mad dough to play with. They got, I think, the second best coach in the division already.
Ooh, that's a hot take. That's spicy.
So wait,
that is
Glenn
spicy.
Is a rookie head coach, right?
Yes, correct. Yes.
What has Mikey done? Exactly.
Go to the playoffs twice and lose.
Well, Vrabel's when he took his team one step from a Super Bowl, got a couple double-digit win. You know what I mean?
This season will decide for sure who is going to be the second best coach.
And
right,
McDermott,
so for sure.
All right.
You have to give him a respect because of the success.
Exactly.
Yes, obviously.
Right. And McDermott, personally, I like that the Bills keep him because I think he's what holds them back. But that's a whole other story. But he's still the best coach in the division. So
hands down.
We can't even get out of our division, and if we do, we're a 7th seed, and we got to go to Buffalo or
the 8-8 Fizz, baby, reliable, man. 7
Herbie, I'll tell you this, Herbie. There are 3 things about the Dolphins that I can guarantee you. Much like people talk about death, taxes, and the sun always rising, Herbie. There are 3 things about the Dolphins that are forever. The Dolphins can't guard running quarterbacks. The Dolphins can't guard tight ends.
2.
500 gods will always be calling for it. 3 things, Herbie. So if you're a Dolphin fan, strap on.
All right, man. Rob, man, your turn, man. What are we doing? Are you going? Are you playing offense? Are you on a 2-minute drill, or are you punting on this season as a Dolphin fan, sir?
Herbie, for the sake of the pod, I'm not gonna put on the season. But inside of me, I've been punting. Inside of me, I've been punted, man. Okay, Herbie. Listen, Herbie. I've been living the same Groundhog Day for over 20, almost 30 years, bro. And for me to fix my mind and my heart to believe in these niggas, Herbie, we have a mutual homeboy that's a Patriots fan, and I haven't had a chance to see the homie G Baby in a hot minute. But if I seen G Baby, there was a time I used to argue with G Baby Herbie. He would tell me how dumb the Dolphins were, and I'd be like, "Nah, nigga," and I'd be, man, let Gerson see me now. And man, I'm gonna be right there with him, like, yeah, fuck
Yeah,
you, nigga.
man.
You know what
Yeah, man.
Herbie? You could only Herbie. You know what they tell us, Herbie? And this is a saying that everybody knows. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing
over and expecting a different result, man.
especially with the same cast of characters. Herbie, for me to act like I actually believe. Now, I'll say this: as a Dolphins fan, Herbie,
talk to him, man.
As a fan of football, if there's one sport out of any of the sports, Herbie, where a team can randomly roll the dice and it could be their year, it's football, right? There's always a chance that teams come out of nowhere. Hell, even 2 years ago, we came out of nowhere almost winning the division. We predictably choked, okay? But at the end of the day, Herbie, football is a sport like Chicago Bears could win a division of the NFL
for sure
next year. Like, you just never really know.
You never know.
If there's one thing I do know, Herbie, if
you going 9-8,
Herbie,
you going 9-8. I know that for sure.
I'll tell you this, Herbie. I'll tell you this much. You want to know how I felt watching the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl? I thought to myself, and I said this to one of my coworkers. I was like, if the Dolphins were to go to the Super Bowl, they'd have a Super Bowl like that. They would look like the Chiefs. They would have a soul.
Hey, not too much on the Chiefs, man. Not to my dog Jack in the building, man. Not too much on the Chiefs, man. Relax, man. Relax, man. All right, man. Let's get to some of these comments, and then we're gonna go ahead and look at some of these AFC East teams, man. Man, we got so many, bro. Yeah, man. All that to Zach is wild, man. Absolutely, man. We got Antonio in the chat, man. Family and football, man.
Let's go.
Round of applause for Antonio in the chat, man. For sure, man. We got some more comments. The comments was, yes, the Patriots had money. Absolutely, man. And to the better in me,
I like
bro.
The moves they made too, Herbie. I ain't gonna lie. Like one thing.
Oh, we gonna get to it. We got it right here. We gonna get to it, man. This is one I wanted to ask y'all right here, man. Trade Hill while he still has value, man. Now, me and Rod have had many conversations about Tyreek Hill. I know where Rod stands. I want to get your opinion on that before we move on. So, how do you feel about that, True?
I'm ready to move. And the reason why I say that, because I don't think this version of the Dolphins are winning anything. And there's already smoke. There's been smoke, but
The house smells
like his first year,
for sure.
1,700, but that gets masked with they go to the playoffs, then they have the 11-win game season. Oh shit, we gonna do something, and then but slowly but surely the smoke is getting smokier because last year was really a problem.
Well, it started with the police incident too. Like from that point on.
I'm just saying, you're right. You 1,000% right. And this is why I had an issue with him quitting the last game. Because Jonnu and Calais got out their car and were about to get arrested or tased. That's real life shit, right? And when it comes to you quit on the dudes who was willing to come out and like help you, that doesn't sit. And if they don't do well this season, I think that smoke turns into even smokier fire. So and I know he's the best player on the team. He is the best player. It's not even, I appreciated watching him every day as a Dolphin. I was like, wow, this dude's a football player. And to me, a great receiver, sure. Nah, this dude is a great football player. That's even a higher compliment. And I was like, wow, this dude is really that dude. But it comes with all the baggage. And right now, I don't see that. This is just my opinion. I don't really see them doing anything, and that's just it's gonna create more drama. And he was cleaning up things on Super Bowl weekend, like, nah, I want to be there. And it's like, nah, your agent got in your ear, fix that shit. You know what I mean? Like, so am I ready to do? I would, and I know there's a major cap issue with that. We talk about only having 6. That's just gonna create more of a problem, but. I don't know. I actually think the Jets are ahead of us in a year of rebuilding. And that could be a problem. The Pats are already on their way to rebuilding. Do they have their quarterback? That's a question. But for me, you see the
vision of a rebuild.
Yeah, I'm looking ahead. Like, and this is what, again, I'm just Joe fan, and these guys should be paid the big bucks to see ahead. Apparently, Grier, he doesn't have to see anything. You know, he could just go to his office and check in. Bomb.
He could go to his office and say, "Hey,
yeah,
fire me if you want.
Yeah,
fire me if you want."
Herbie, I'm gonna tell you this.
Fire me if you want.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. The only people who are worse at their jobs than Chris Grier are weather people, bro. The weatherman can go and he can tell you, "Hey, man, it's gonna rain today and it's sunny as fuck." But Chris Grier, he's even worse than them motherfuckers, man. So, Herbie, I can't wait. Honestly, the Dolphins having a tragic season, it would be worth it just to see him go. I hate seeing my team lose, but fuck it, man. Sometimes the bigger picture is the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not trying to be a negative person. It's just, it's all on film. Like, it's easy to just see.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
No, I mean, and that's a fair thing because at the end of the day, you can't get better until you actually are actively trying to get better. And that starts with being consistent with their rebuild, tearing it down to the motherfucking studs, man.
They did that in 2019. They literally, the tank season, they literally went down to the studs.
But you got the wrong guy choosing the.
No, that's there.
Yeah. You got the wrong guy choosing the ingredients. Ingredients for the soup. Yeah,
like, he's using a microwave or what?
He's cooking shit stew.
What?
He's cooking shit stew.